Hello and welcome. It is wonderful to be seen by your light. Today we are going to be doing a little housekeeping on the overall body, mind, and spirit. So it is a nice yin yoga class to really purify the body and the mind and just clean out whatever doesn't need to be there. We need to just dust everything off and just empty out all the trash. So the only thing you're going to need for this practice is a lit candle. So make sure you have a candle. If you don't, that is totally cool. You can always imagine and close your eyes that there's a candle there. But yeah, that is the first thing you're gonna need. Otherwise, make sure you're in something super comfy and roll out your mat and let's get going. So first things first, you're going to want to light your candle. I'm here doing it on the floor on my mat. If you want to do this in a chair, on a table, if that's more comfortable for you, you can do that as well, but eventually we will be hopping on the mat. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is candle gazing. So make sure you have some space between you and the candle here and you find a nice, easy seat. We're going to be staring and gazing at the flame, imagining that we're just burning the dust that shrouds our eyes and just the way that we see the world. Just really cleaning up and purifying and cleansing anything that needs to be cleansed. This is a wonderful, energetic practice to just let things go, to burn away whatever isn't serving us. So as you gaze at this flame, stare with soft, wide eyes and allow the magic to happen. Lift your gaze with care, taking up the room around you and your surroundings. And our next practice will be Nadi Shodhana, so alternate nostril breathing. Take your dominant hand and leave the ring finger, pinky, and thumb up, the other two fingers down. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose and out through the mouth. One more time. Breathe it out. Then cover your right nostril. Inhale through your left. Hold the breath at the top. Cover your left nostril. Uncover your right nostril. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right nostril. Hold, cover, uncover the left nostril, breathe out. Inhale through the left nostril. Cover the left, uncover the right, breathe out through the right. Breathe it in through the right. Hold, cover, uncover. Exhale. Inhale through that same nostril. Hold, Cover, uncover, and breathe it out. Following your own flow of breath. Take one more round wherever you are. And on your next exhale, exhale it all out. Release the hand. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. Take a moment to integrate this cleansing, balancing breath. Gently open the eyes if you had them closed. Returning, we'll find a nice spot for our candle so that we don't hit it or anything. Just find a nice spot for it. And then gently make your way onto your back. When you're there, bring the feet as wide as the mat. Begin windshield wipering the legs here. So the knees are going to fall to the right, and then they're going to switch and fall over to the left. Just releasing the low back, releasing any tension, allowing any pops to kind of happen to release and cleanse. Intentionally practicing this act of cleansing, of purifying the body and the mind and the soul is a chance for us to get closer to our authentic self, closer to clarity. So really taking the time to do these yoga practices, to do any spiritual practice, any breathwork exercise is truly an opportunity to really cleanse ourselves of the pollution of the world, to cleanse ourselves of any thoughts and emotions, to really check in with our bodies. So thank yourself right now as we windshield wiper the legs. And maybe even gently bring both knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a little hug. Remember to breathe deeply throughout this practice. Lower your feet onto the mat, pressing into them to shift the hips over toward the right. and dropping the knees to the left to take a supine twist so that right arm can hang out to the side wherever feels good for you. Just make sure your shoulders are nice and glued to your mat here, just to protect the back and to make sure we're really twisting with integrity. And with the legs, you can take whatever variation feels good for you. You can cross the legs, you can just do one knee bent, or you can keep the knees together here. So find what feels good for you, and remember not to make this a tight twist. Allow yourself to release and be wrung out here so the knees can actually come further away from the torso here. Just take whatever variation you'd like, and when you feel ready, closing the eyes and breathing. With care, unwind your legs and the torso, bringing the hips back to center, making sure you're moving nice and slow, bringing the feet as wide as the mat and the knees touching here, hands laying wherever feels good. Let's just take a little rebound to notice and recalibrate our energy. Take one more breath here. And as you exhale, bringing the feet back to center, lifting those hips and shifting them to the left, Dropping the knees and the legs over to the right. Shoulders on the mat, both shoulders, and reaching that left hand wherever feels good over towards the left. Taking whatever variation you took on the other side, or just some form of it. Finding comfort, finding stillness. Try not to go too far, and closing the eyes and returning to the breath. Breathe deeply as you unwind. Returning the hips to center and the feet to center. Take a couple breaths here, the knees bent and the hands on the belly. Our next pose requires us to sit on up, so take your time getting up here. This next pose is deer pose. So the front shin is going to come parallel to the shorter edges of the mat, bringing that back leg back behind us, bending it and bringing that back shin, that left leg, parallel to the long edges of the mat here. So creating this interesting shape here that you can see, flexing the feet to protect your knees here. If this is too much, you can always bring the feet closer in toward the groin here or further away, whatever feels good. But trying to create these nice 90-degree angles with the legs. Bringing the hands behind us so that we can lean back, Feel free to come onto the elbows as we release into this pose, but remembering to be honest with yourself here. Making sure that you are comfortable so that you may breathe and release. Stretching through the front of the hip and the outer hip here. Closing the eyes when you feel ready. If you are on your elbows, carefully press yourself back up. Make sure you're flexing through those feet, and we'll windshield wiper those legs over to the other side. So facing that left leg now, adjusting the legs to create those 90-degree angles, finding what feels good on this side, and being gentle with yourself and honest. And when you feel ready, leaning back, listen to your body, find stillness, and breathe deeply. Gently make your way up out of this lean onto your hands. Flex through those feet, pressing into the heels to bring both knees up to center, carefully bringing them together. Our next pose is a standing forward fold. We're just going to be dangling here. If you don't want to do it standing, you can also just do it seated with your legs out in front of you. Otherwise, meet me standing with the feet hip-width apart, bending the knees deeply and just hinging at the hips, relaxing the belly onto the thighs, holding onto opposite elbows to really help in this release, to elongate the spine, shaking the head yes and no, keeping the shoulders away from the ears to create space for the neck, and just releasing, letting everything just spill out the top of your head, literally turning your mind upside down and letting all of that debris just fall on out. Breathe deeply here, listen to your body. There's no need to really stretch through the legs. You'll get a little bit of a stretch, but just listen and be careful and breathe. Take one more inhale, and as you exhale, allow your hands to help you bend through the knees, kind of squatting here. And try not to whip your head up right away. Take your time. You've been upside down for a while. Allow the blood to kind of recalibrate within your body as you take a seat on the mat. Reach the legs out, preparing for Shavasana. Gently making your way onto your back. Slow movements here. And when you're on your back, just allow the hands to face up, the feet to hang, hips to relax into your mat. Let the shoulders go. Let all the muscles in the face go. Relax the heart and the belly. Allow yourself to feel completely supported here on your quest for clarity as you really cleanse and purify your body, mind, and soul. Integrate this practice in this moment now. Start to breathe deeply into the chest and the belly. wiggling your fingers and toes. Maybe even stretching long the arms up above. And gently rolling on to your right side, letting your arm be a little pillow for your head. When you're ready, pushing yourself up and making your way to an easy seat. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. Let's take a nice deep inhale, and then a deep exhale. Flow with our breath, reaching the arms up as we breathe in. Palms together, down to the heart as we breathe out. Just do that a couple times with your breath. Calling all parts of us, claiming all of our energy back into the body so that we may feel whole and complete. Take one more on your own. And when you exhale, bring the hands to the heart, dip the chin. Bring the thumbs to the third eye, and bowing. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you're feeling good and purified and just cleansed. Comment down below your experience for fellow light beings and yogis around the world. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, like, all that fun stuff. Share with your friends. I'm sending you all my love, and I'll see you on the mat soon.